Hey YouTube, it's AdamX20 and I am here with another Pious Paladin update. Now, this update isn't going to go live today. There's a couple things I want to add to it before I push the update. But what I'm going to show is what's taking place, and that is live nodes. What I mean by live nodes is when you open up a node like this is a new campaign skeleton that I'm working on. And then you make changes to it. I will make a change to it. Then the node itself, the UI that is open, actually changes with it. So if you add nodes to it, like say I'm over here at the GM journal and already made that node, making nodes, and I delete it, then it is removed from the GM journal tab. Now, I know it's going to be a little difficult when you want to go back and forth, and when you open up the character tree like this, it pops up, and it's still, because it's a parent of this window, you hide your node. So if you minimize traps, then you get this, and this little pop-up will open up for any of your game trees that are floating. So to help you modify nodes a lot easier. You can then see the changes as they take place, and I think it's really nice. So I'm going to be including a monster template. This is a template that you can use to build monsters. It doesn't have all of the information that it would that a node like a character sheet would have, but it'll have enough information to build a monster. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to clone this one, and then I'm going to rename it to Kobold Shaman. See, it'll just change just like that. Now the Kobold Shaman opens up, and you can see, huh? I have some tree issues. 1 second. Okay, I'm back, and I'm not exactly sure what I did, but let's try that again. So, I'll clone this, rename it to Kobold, and I'll open up the Kobold, and get all the data. So it's beta. There's going to be little bugs like that. I'm working on little kinks like that. Anyway, what I want to do here is, okay, so I'm going to open up this Kobold again. No, not the Kobold, but the Kobold Shaman. So I'm going to open up the Kobold Shaman, and what I want to do is I want to add this to the Kobold Shaman. And then I get the miniature. This will be the miniature that I want to use with it. If I want to do that, I can then start adding rules like say it has initiative. We'll give it 1d20 plus 1. And that'll update, and then when I throw it on the map, I'll be able to just use those rules like that. I'll be able to modify all of the abilities. What do they got? They got 7, and then this will all auto-update. And if I want to, I can give it treasure. Excuse me. I can give it actions. I can change, you know, what was I looking at? Oh, the combat. Now, let's say I want to add a new roller. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to template, and I'm going to create a new list box, and I want to call this rename attack rules. And I will add it as a child. And there's my new attack rules. But I don't really like how that looks, so I'm going to open it up in design mode. And you're going to see here it's in design mode. And I want to edit this so it says option 1. Okay. Didn't work because it's not. I got to fix it for drop downs. Okay. So I will do that here in list mode. And then you can see it'll hide the title. I can add the send button, and all of that works just like that. I can change it to a checklist. I can change it to a radio box, and it works just great. You know, it's beta. There's still a few little bugs that I want to work out, but yeah, I can do all of that, and it'll just be live, so you can see how it works. Same thing over here. This is the new campaign world look for the city skeleton. So here's something I've also added. See, I'm looking at the campaign world, and I also have other nodes open. So this is my world region. I have the campaign skeleton open, but I want to go to someplace else in the campaign skeleton. All I have to do then is click on it in the tree, and it will raise if there's a user interface for it open up. Now what I'm looking at here is the city skeleton. Now the city skeleton is a little bit different than before, so I'm going to show design, and I want to split this vertically. So I move it over to a vertical split, and in all of these it'll change in all of those. Say I want to go back to horizontal split, and it will do that. If I want to show the title, if I want to add send buttons to these other nodes, I can do that as well, and that'll work just fine. So that is the big change that's coming. Live nodes, you'll be able to modify them as you're working on them. You get to decide how they look. You know, there's going to be still a little few kinks here and there. You saw me cut the video. I had to cut the video to make sure, or to fix a bug. But that'll be worked out before the update goes live. And then when you want to go back to the virtual game table, you can just click on, or you can maximize it or unminimize it, and this will go back to the dock that it was in. So yeah, it's pretty nice like that. If you accidentally close it, it'll just pop up when you maximize or open it up again, unhide it. So it's a cool little feature. I think it'll really enhance how people build nodes. They don't have to keep opening up their node now to see what it's going to look like. They could just open up a node, modify it, change how it looks, and then they will actually get to see how it looks while they're building it. It'll definitely help me. If you're like me and you plan on using this campaign skeleton a lot, it'll definitely help. I know I use the GM journal a lot. I'm over here in my adventures tab. I double click. I have this node open up all the time. Should be a little bigger, I think. It's a little tabber for all of the player characters. And then I use these chapter nodes all the time just because they're great for holding information for my adventure, and it just helps so much when you have all of that information right there, and then being able to just open it up and modify it and not have to reopen it all the time. It's going to help me, and I really hope it helps users also. especially the people who really don't like using nodes. I really hope people who don't like using nodes find out how useful they really are. Um, so that is the update that's going to go live. I'm going to work out these little bugs that I found out. Before I push the update, I'm going to add a thread to the browse server user interface so that uh, there's a timer thread that'll update every 5 minutes. I also am trying to correct this version check update. I think I have it corrected this time again, cross his fingers. But then there's also a chat window bug for some people. I think it's on XP predominantly. I'm not really sure. It's a Windows platform issue where the chat just minimizes. It shrinks, and I don't know what's causing it because I don't experience it. Um, so here it is. First we got super zippy fast open nodes, and now you get live nodes where everything will update uh, as you're working on it. And I will try and get this update tomorrow or Wednesday, but it should come. It should come this week. So until the next update video, goodbye.